Hello.
You got them. Good show. Now just one moment while I concoct the potion. Take this invisibility liquor to young Maybelle. It should last long enough for her to visit Tommy Joe. Take this invisibility liquor to young Maybelle. It should last long enough for her to visit Tommy Joe. Light be with you. This news is troubling. Already our defenses are stretched thin, and losing Rolf and Malachi to those Murlocs put us in an even worse position. If things don't improve, there will be fighting in Goldshire by the week's end. For your shrewdness and valor, I have a marker here that is good for one piece of armor. I want you to take it to Sarah Timberlane at the Eastvale logging camp. Give her the marker, and she will fashion the armor for you. And after you receive it, adventurer, use it in the defense of Elwyn. The Eastvale logging camp is beyond Guard Thomas's post to the east. Kobolds at the Jasper Lode mine, you say? Curses. The situation is worsening by the minute. Thank you for the report, adventurer, but I wish that the news you brought was good news.
The garrison on our western border sends word of increasing gnoll and thief activity. They're requesting we send more Stormwind soldiers, but we just don't have any to spare. If you can help, we could use it. Go and speak with Deputy Rayner at the Westbrook Garrison and see what he needs done. The garrison is down the road to the west. After you cross the bridge over the small brook, it will be to the right.
Hello.
Oh, my. I feel guilty deceiving my family, but my feelings for Tommy Joe are too strong to ignore. Thank you, adventurer. I'll drink this liquor as soon as I have the chance and sneak away to my love. And for you, please take this.
Hey there.
Thank goodness. That pig was getting so big she'd have eaten our whole crop. Thank you, adventurer. Now, do either of these suit you?
Well met. I can't believe the officials in Stormwind sending the bulk of our army abroad when our home front is under so much pressure. With thieves coming from Westfall and gnolls encroaching from the east and west, it's a wonder Stormwind itself isn't besieged. Marshal Dugan sent you, eh? Well, you're not from the army, but if Dugan sent you, then that's good enough for me. Our situation is, to say the least, a stressed one. I hope you can give us a hand. Gnolls, brutish creatures with no decent business in these lands, have been seen along the borders of Elwyn Forest. A large pack of them, many more than we can handle alone, have infested the woods south of the guard tower yonder. Another group has infested the areas near Stonecairn Lake to the east. The Stormwind army will commend whomever helps kill them. Bring me their painted gnoll armbands as proof of your deed. King's honor, friend. Light bless you. I see you've been busy. You have our thanks, adventurer. Greetings. Be careful. What can I do for you? Or the Alliance?
Ah, well done. I was starting to think no one would take down that monster. Here you are, adventurer. And thanks. That knoll was giving me a headache the size of Blackrock's spire. I have heard of this collector, but I don't know whom he's working for. Thank you for the schedule. It will help us solve this mystery. If the collector is taking gold from our mines, then he's stealing from the kingdom. Bring the collector to justice, and bring me the ring mentioned in the pickup schedule you gave me. It may tell us whom the collector is working for. That pickup schedule says the collector is hiding out at the Brackwell pumpkin patch. You should search for him there.
King's honor. Ah, thank you for the marker. Please feel free to pick your choice of armor. Luck to you, brave adventurer, and may this armor serve you well.
Who's that? Beauregard, is that you? You'll have to step a little closer. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Walking up like that, I thought you were a knoll.
Beauregard sent you, did he? Yes, I have spare weapons around here, but first I have a task for you. A while ago, a Defias villain, Deadtooth Jack, tricked me. It was dark, and he was wearing a Stormwind tabard, and I thought he was Marshal Dugan. He said he needed my old Stormwind Marshal's badge, and I gave it to him. And then he laughed and ran off before I could catch him. Get back my badge. Deadtooth Jack probably has it stowed in his camp to the south. Light be with you. Great, you found it. I feared it was gone forever, used by the Defias to impersonate a Stormwind official. Well, that won't happen now, thanks to you. Here are some weapons I used when I was a marshal. I kept them in great shape. Take your pick.
Hello. See you later.
We don't have men to spare, but something must be done about those gnolls you reported to me. Scout Southern Red Ridge for gnolls. Harry them, kill those you can, and report back to me with a count of their numbers and an assessment of the threat they present. You may find those gnolls camped all along the southern road of Red Ridge. Do this for the Stormwind Army, adventurer, and you will be rewarded. I could really use a hand here, adventurer. With the town under siege, it's been hard to get supplies. My tools were being delivered from Goldshire by wagon, but the bridge was blown out. We put the tools in a boat, but the orcs hit it with a catapult. Just my luck. My toolbox sank right to the bottom of the lake. Retrieve my toolbox, adventurer, and I'll make it worth your while. I've been using so much iron keeping the Stormwind guards outfitted, I don't have enough to supply the stable's horses with shoes. Take this note to Blacksmith Argus in Goldshire. It explains to him my problem and requests a shipment of horseshoes. These are trying times, adventurer. The township is under constant siege. Without reinforcements, we will certainly face defeat. The message I now entrust to you is of utmost importance. Get this report to General Marcus Jonathan of Stormwind immediately. Once your delivery is made, return to me at once with any news, be it good or bad. Now make haste.
Can you do me a favor? I've prepared a lunch for Guard Parker, but he's out on patrol. He's a big, strong Stormwind guard who can defend himself, but it's much too dangerous out there for a townsperson like me. So if you deliver his lunch for me, then come back here and I'll give you a free lunch. Parker patrols the stretch of road leading to Duskwood. Nothing would please me more than to make you some Red Ridge goulash. But there's a slight problem. During the recent orc uprising, I fed the entire brigade of Stormwind troops. My cupboard is now bare, but if you can provide me with the ingredients, I'd be happy to oblige. Just bring me 5 pieces of tough condor meat, 5 great Goratusk snouts, and 5 helpings of crisp spider meat.
King's honor, friend. You found him? Well done, adventurer. He won't be collecting from the Elwyn mines again? And this ring you found is interesting. It's a membership ring for the old stonemasons guild in Stormwind. Why would a lowly thief have an artisan guild ring? And why are the Defia's thieves collecting money from our mines? Difficult questions. I hope one day we'll have answers. Yeah, so old Werner needs some shoes, does he? Okay, I'll give him his 50 horseshoes. Here they are, all boxed up and ready to go. Tell Werner it was a pleasure doing business, and be sure he reads the note attached to this crate. Greetings. See you around. Need help? At ease, adventurer. Magistrate Solomon is a noble leader. His words carry great weight with me. I shall seek the counsel of the king and make the situation clear to him. Assure the good judge that he has the Stormwind Army's support. Reinforcements will be sent as soon as word is given from His Majesty. While I wait for a response from the king, I want you to carry this letter to Magistrate Solomon. Dismissed, adventurer. These great beasts know paths that you can't find on foot. They'll get you there fast and maybe show you something new at the same time.
Can I help you?
Thank you. This really helps me out. But what's this? Argus sent a note with the crate. What? Argus wants me to pay him? Bah! Well, adventurer, thank you for your help. As if the attacking orcs weren't enough. Now I have gnoll brutes and mystics prowling along the ridge north of my stable, taking my horses when they stray. If you can get rid of those gnolls, my horses and I would be very grateful. I need some underbelly scales from black dragon whelps to pay for the shoes Argus sent me from Goldshire. If you can get 6 of them for me, then I can pay Argus with some and have enough left to fashion something for you. Black dragon whelps are often flying around south of Lakeshire, but they like to wander. You might have to just keep an eye out and hunt them when you see them. Thank you for your time, adventurer. For your service to Lakeshire and Stormwind, I reward you with these coins. Now, if you'll excuse me, I find this correspondence somewhat of a mystery. Something is amiss in our kingdom. I fear this is the beginning of conflict, not the end. Something odd is afoot with the Stormwind army. They should have been here in force by now. Time is a luxury we don't have, however. I will not stand by and watch the people of Lakeshire give their lives without trying to enlist more help. I've heard word of a people's militia forming in Westfall. Take this plea to their leader, Gryan Stoutmantle. Perhaps Stoutmantle's men can lend some support here until the king sends reserves.
Hey there.
Excellent recovery, adventurer. I never thought I'd see these tools again. During the last orc invasion, we were forced to smelt our iron down to make bullets, swords, and armor. We sent word to Stormwind for a new shipment of materials, but a band of Red Ridge Gnolls hijacked the caravan and ran off into the hills behind Lakeshire. Now we're coming up short on supplies to get this bridge rebuilt. If you can bring me 5 iron pikes and 5 iron rivets, adventurer, I'll make sure you're rewarded. Now let's get to work. Greetings. Thanks, I could really use the meal. Guarding Lakeshire from the orcs and gnolls is tough work. Before you go back to Darcy, can you bring her some flowers for me? You can get them at the herbalist shop back in Lakeshire, at the west end of town. But when you get the flowers, don't tell the herbalist Marty whom they're from or whom they're for.
Much appreciated.
There's a sizable force of gnolls in camp there, and from what you tell me, they are tough ones. It must not have been easy for you to gather this intelligence. Here you are, adventurer. We are grateful for your aid, and if you haven't already done so, speak with Marshal Maris and Magistrate Solomon within Lakeshire. Our situation grows ever more desperate. Those two will have need of you, I'm sure. The Blackrock Orcs have traveled from the Burning Steps and claimed Stonewatch Keep to the north. From there, they maraud the areas north of Lakeshire and keep its citizens in town, penned like cattle. Help rid Lakeshire of this menace. Kill these Blackrock Orcs and bring me 10 of their battle-worn axes as proof. And although Blackrocks threaten us from the north, we've received reports of more in the southeastern pocket of Redridge. If you find any there, then they too should be hunted. Thanks. These will get me out of debt to Argus. An enemy of Stormwind has taken up residence in the eastern foothills of Redridge. This wicked villain uses the arcane to spread terror and misery upon our town and our people under the name Morganth. He conducts his evil business. Morganth now controls the Shadowhide Gnoll clan to perform his biddings, as stated by the law of Lakeshire. Aiding a criminal of the kingdom is punishable by death. These vile gnolls must be killed. Turn in 10 Shadowhide pendants to me, and you shall be rewarded.
Safe travels.
Lake Everstill is famous for its spotted sunfish. There's always demand for them, and I'm running low. Bring me a batch of 10 and I'll barter well for them. If you can't fish yourself, then maybe you can get them off the murlocs.
Hello.
You need a bouquet of flowers. You haven't been in town very long. Have you already found for yourself a sweetheart here? I know I shouldn't pry, but it's nice to see that love is in the air, especially in dangerous times like these. Here is your bouquet. I chose daffodils for you. They're my favorite. Once again, my garden was trampled and pillaged. And I know the brute who is doing it. It's that forsaken boar, the one Marshal Maris has taken to calling Bellygrub. I won't be able to replant the daffodils until next season now. Ruined, all ruined by that one menacing boar. Put an end to that pest. Show me his tusk and I'd be happy to reward you. He seems to spend his time foraging in the fields southwest of Lakeshire, but occasionally he roams over here and into my garden. Well done, adventurer. Such fine specimens too. And here is your delicious delicacy known as Red Ridge Goulash. Oh, those are lovely. I can't wait to put them in some water. But these are Marty's favorite flowers. Parker didn't have you go to that jealous vixen for this bouquet, did he? You didn't tell her who they were for, did you? If you did, then it wouldn't surprise me if she poisoned them. Oh, but it's not your fault. Thank you, and here's your meal.